Hello, mathematics explorers. Welcome to lecture day 2. I am Victor Enaiho from Crunchy Mathematics TV. Today, we shall be looking at some concepts of mathematics. So, I will be your captain in this journey of mathematics. If you don't understand anything or you need to understand anything, please don't fail to leave a comment below. I will try my possible best to respond in as much as I'm so busy right now, but I will try to respond to your question. And if you are finding value in this content, don't fail to hit the like and subscribe button. And make sure to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I drop content daily, you'll be the first to be notified. So with all being said and done, let's get into work. So today we shall be looking at algebraic process. So algebraic process is a process in which algebra is being assembled. Most of us must have heard about algebra from our secondary school or junior high school to this date. It's a building block, it's a foundation in mathematics. So let's look at some expression here. When we have something like, when we have something like 0, this is an algebraic expression whereby this 3 here is known as a coefficient. This 2 here is also known as a coefficient. Now we have 2 variables here. The variables here are y and x. This x and y are variables. Mind you that this 3y squared is the same thing as a 3 times y times what? Y. So if you are following me, let me hear you say right down below. If you have any question, please don't fail to ask. So that is why we are here. Like I told you, I am your humble captain in this journey of mathematics. So we move. So algebraic expression may be simplified by combining what? Like terms. When we have, example, if we have 3y squared plus 2x minus 7x minus 5x is equal to 0. Now, if we are to solve this kind of algebraic expression, what do? First of all, we need to collect like terms. What do you call like terms? The ones that are alike. We have 2x, we have 7x, and we have 5x. They are different from y. So now put those in brackets. 2x minus 7x minus 5x is equal to what? 0. Let's leave this 3y here. So let's focus on those ones with like terms. So 2x minus 7x will give us 5x. So we now have what? Minus 5x minus what? 5x is equal to what? 0. Minus 5 minus 5 will give us minus 10. Because minus will give us plus. Understand? Minus will give us plus. Because both of them have the same value and no one is bigger than each other. So the sign that is at the front, that is the sign you're going to work with. So right now we now have what? Minus 10x. This will now give us minus 10x is equal to what? 0. So I have to wrap up the board so we can continue. We have minus 10x, we will resolve to minus 10x equal to 0 now. So this is where we are. So we'll now bring it to the other place. We have 3y squared minus 10x is equal to 0. When plus and minus come together, when plus times minus, you have what? Minus. Minus what? Supersedes. Plus times minus is equal to what? Minus. This down will now give us what? 0 here. So we now have 3y squared minus 10x is equal to what? 0. Now, this 10x have to, because we are looking for the value, minus 5 will give us minus 10. Plus minus will give us plus. Understand? Minus will give us plus. Because both of them have the same value and no one is bigger than each other. So the sign that is at the front, that is the sign you're going to work with. So right now, we now have what? Minus 10x. This will now give us minus 10x is equal to what? 0. So how to work out the so we can continue. We have minus 10x will result to minus 10x equal to 0 now. So this is what we have. So we now bring it to the other place. We have 3y squared minus 10x is equal to 0. When plus and minus come together, when plus times minus, you have what? Minus. Minus what? Supersedes. Plus times minus is equal to what? Minus. This down will now give us what? 0 here. So we now have 3y squared minus 10x is equal to what? 0. Now, this 10x have to, because we are looking for the value of y, this 10x need to move to the other side of the equation. So we now have what? 3y squared is equal to what? 10x. This minus, when the minus is crossing over to the other side of the equation, it becomes positive. So I hope you understand. That is why we have 3y squared is equal to 10x here. So what do we do in this kind of situation? Now since we are looking for y, this 3 has to come down. We now have what? We have to move away. We have to move away. So we now have what? Y squared is equal to what? 10x all over what? 3. This 3 moves. But this will have 3 here. So it moves from here downward will be divisible. Understand? 10x over what? Y squared 10x over 3. So this is empty out as 10 all over 3x. Understand? So this y square, if we're going to make a y a value, this square will not change to a root value when it crosses over the sign of the equal to. I hope you're getting it. So this will not give us y is equal to root 10 over 3 or x. So simple as that. You know, 10 doesn't have a root. 10 doesn't have a root. If for example we have 25 here and we have 4 here, this is going to give us 5 over 2. But we'll get to that. I don't want to overstress our brain right now. So let's look at a few more examples. So let's look at, now we're going to look at the linear equation. Linear equation could be very simple and sometimes very confusing. So if we have something like 3 bracket 5x minus 2 is equal to what? 11x. This is an algebraic what? Expression. For those that understand what I'm saying, this is an algebraic expression. So what do we do in this kind of situation? They may be asking you, because we have only one variable here, which is x. We don't have y. Why we have 3 coefficients. 3 is a coefficient, 5 is a coefficient, 2 is a coefficient, 11 is a coefficient. Why x here is a variable and x here is a variable. Now, for this kind of in this kind of situation, you need to clear brackets first. You clear the brackets. How do you clear what? Let me say clear brackets. How do you clear brackets? 3 times 5x will give us 15x. 3 times 2 will give us 6 minus 6 equals to what? 11x. Remember I told you about I once told you about collecting of like terms. So if you look at this now, which one are like terms here? The 15x and the 11x, they are like terms. So if 11, so they have to collect brackets. Now, 11 will move over to this place. While 6 will move over here to free them alone. So we'll now have 15x minus 11x is equal to 6. Now it's not minus 6 again, because when the 6 is crossing over the sign of equal to, it changes to positive. So we'll now have 16x minus 6. So what do we do? 15 minus 11 will give us what? 4, right? 15 minus 11 will give us 4. So will give us 4x is equal to what? 6. Now if we are going to look for the value of x, it will now give us, let's say, this will now give us 4x is equal to 6. Now if we're looking for the value of x, x comes here. So we'll now have what? 6 over 4. This 4 will always come down here to be divisible by 6, just to leave the x value alone. So don't get that confusing. So what do you do right here? 2 can divide 6 to give us what? 3. And 2 can divide 4 to give us what? 2. So the value of x now is now what? 3 all over 2. But if you want to put this is a correct answer, but we still want to put it in a standard way. So we want to put it in a standard way. This x is now what? 1 whole number 1 all over 2. That's the final answer. You are doing like this in the exam, you got your full score. 1 whole number 1 over 2. Because if you times this, give us this number back. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3 all over 2. It comes back to that. So I'll be ending that for here. So you join me in the next moment.